Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 8th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. But they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Pressure coming. Finds a man by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
The touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So West Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. He's got it on the right. On the move at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll snap. Move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. we have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the 30-yard line on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it! And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, looking for a man. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, West Virginia! On to attempt the try. Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this all.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll give it to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He unleashes a long one. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Waltz is in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, DeBosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Getting some heat. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Floats it out in space, and he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
West Virginia, number 8, ball in the end zone.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to get there as this defense stops the 2-point conversion attempt, and they hang on to this slim lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses offenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Makes the grab. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The aerial assault continues. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The lead. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Looking to take a shot. Makes a catch on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Offense getting set for 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot less.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he was throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath and create an interception.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Gets it to the back. Makes one man miss. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback.
Coming. 2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Back to the air one more time. He's right on target. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
West Virginia, 33.
And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute and do it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give on the inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 24.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the right. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll throw it on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's,